If it's your first time buying a rental, I would definitely stick to long-term rentals over short-term. There's just a lot less risk, there's a lot less money that goes into them, and a lot less learning curve. And if you do long-term rentals, it's easy to grow that portfolio pretty quickly with not a lot of work. My favorite strategy when buying a rental is going after single-family homes, because you could go in a place that has a HOA like a condo or a townhouse, and it just takes away your profit right away, because it could be like $200, $300, $400 that's on top of the payment every month that comes out of the rent, and it just makes the rent come back and it's not profitable anymore for you. The places where I'd recommend people buying is places where people want to be, which I like to be closer to the inner part of the city. When I bought a lot of rentals, they were in Scottsdale, Phoenix, Tempe. I just like being in areas where there's a lot of population, where a lot of people are going and want to live and will continue to live for a long time. I usually use the MLS to see what properties have rented for in the last couple months, and I'll adjust my rates every single year. I don't keep the same rate. If someone wants to sign a 2-year lease, I just don't ever do that. I sign a 1-year lease and then I'll renew if they turn to be a good tenant. I don't want to be locked into a lease for multiple years where the tenant is a bad tenant and they cause damage, and then you're locked in for a long time. So some of the ways that I would limit my risk in rentals were I would over improve the property, so you got a really good tenant and you would have multiple tenants to choose from. And that was always nice when you had multiple applications and you could just pick the best one and then run the credit, do a background check. I would always call previous landlords and talk to them. Was this a good tenant? Did they damage the place? Did they pay on time? I have a set of questions that I'd be more than happy to send you if you send me an email after this. So it depends on how much time you have, if you should actually manage the property or if you should hire a property manager. In long-term rentals, if you only have like one property, it's going to be right around 10% that you're going to pay out to the property manager. So you want to make sure that the property with a property manager in place will still cash flow. So if you want to find a rental, I would say the easiest way to actually find a good rental is contact an agent like myself. My number is 480-201-0416, and just reach out. I've bought hundreds of properties in my lifetime. I'm happy to sit down with you, create a strategy, give you a lease, go in deep and dirty with you, and help you make sure that you find a good property that will do well for you and your family for the long term. Again, that number is 480-201-0416. Just reach out. I'm here to answer any questions, to help you through the process, and hopefully to watch you grow your own rental portfolio.